Ever noticed how relationships sometimes feel like customer support, and you're the one stuck replying to tickets no one even submitted? You're out here emotionally sprinting while the other person shows up in flip-flops, eats half your snacks, and calls it a vibe. You're the planner, the checker-in, the comfort texter, the one who remembers things like, your cousin's hamster's vet appointment was today. Hope it went well. And what do you get back? A suspicious thumbs-up emoji and a meme from 2019. Let's call it what it is. You've become the official emotional operations manager. The role comes with zero pay, unlimited hours, and frequent LOL replies. Now meet Croco. That's you, just greener and scaly. In every relationship, there's usually one giver and one taker. Croco's the giver, the one who plans, adjusts, and overfunctions. And the taker, that's Nibbles, Croco's partner. Sweet, distracted, and casually coasting through the swamp like it's a warm breeze. They're in love, or at least sharing snacks and Wi-Fi passwords. Croco didn't start out in life thinking, one day I shall become a relationship sponge. Nope. Little Croco was just a kid trying to survive emotional dodgeball. If dad is stomping, that means danger level orange. If mom is crying, then activate silent mode. This wasn't a childhood. It was training. Because in Croco's house, being easy wasn't just polite. It was strategic. Loud and needy got punished. But helpful got clapped for. Being the sweet one, the don't make it worse one, that got you love. Kind of. So Croco got good at it. Olympic level, in fact. You want dinner at 6? Done. You want me to forget I'm upset? Already forgotten. Eventually, Croco's brain ran one core app called Give Until You Vanish. Now with 20% more people-pleasing and 0% boundaries. Because let's be real, Croco didn't become a giver out of divine generosity. Croco became a giver out of fear. Fear of being too much, too loud, too inconvenient. And now, that same pattern is still running the show. Only now it's not mom or dad, it's Nibbles. Somewhere between passing out juice boxes and being everyone's emotional Uber, giving stopped being a thing Croco did, and became the only thing Croco was. It was identity. Croco started rejecting anything that looked like receiving, because deep down, receiving felt like weakness, like being needy, and Croco's whole personality was built around being low maintenance with high output. Eventually, self-abandonment didn't even register as a problem. It just felt polite. Like, of course I'll cancel my plans to help you alphabetize your spice rack. What else would I be doing? Having boundaries? LOL. Because here's the quiet glitch in Croco's code. Croco doesn't actually know who they are when they're not being useful. Take away the giving, and what's left? Just awkward stillness, and maybe an identity crisis. Every time Croco overgives, the brain throws a little party. It's called the warm glow effect. You know that fuzzy feeling you get after helping someone? That's a reward signal. So Croco keeps giving because it feels good. Meanwhile, Croco's own needs get ignored like a forgotten charger at someone else's house. Dusty, unclaimed, slightly judging. Now let's talk about Nibbles, our soft, sweet, cuddly manipulator. See, not all takers show up in capes and chaos. They're not stealing your snacks. They just assume they're their snacks. Nibbles isn't loud. He's not cruel. He's vaguely helpless. He'll stall, forget, praise you just enough to keep the free therapy going. His go-to move? You're the only one who understands me, he whispers. And boom, Croco's in a full-time support role with no dental. It's love, mutuality. Nah, it's a one-sided talent show where Croco keeps juggling fire and Nibbles just claps vaguely from the couch. Most people out there? Total matchers. You give, they give. You flake, they flake. But Crocos attract takers like they attract leeches in the swamp. Silently, endlessly, and always while they're just trying to swim. These takers don't storm in. They hover. They don't demand. They forget. They're not villains. They're vibe drainers. They forget things. Croco remembers twice. They just needed someone to talk to. Croco clears the next 3 Tuesdays. So why is Croco tired? Studies say givers actually land at either extremes of success. They either launch into the top 25% of life, thriving, respected, pulling off things like a boss, or faceplant into the bottom 25%, burnt out and invisible. The difference? Boundaries. Knowing when to not give. At first, Croco thought he was just being loving. But slowly, It went from, I want to connect to, if I stop, you'll leave me. Same actions, wildly different panic levels. Psychologists call it approach versus avoidance caregiving, which sounds like a polite way to say healthy love versus panic-powered emotional tap dancing. Okay. So, Croco's finally ready to crawl out of the emotional swamp, towel off the empathy slime, and try this weird thing called mutuality. So what does recovery even look like? Honestly, boring. Suspiciously calm. Like Croco's been living in a telenovela, and suddenly he wakes up in a documentary about moss. It starts small. One day, Croco says no. Just a gentle, polite nope. Nibbles blinks, looks mildly confused, but, spoiler alert, the swamp doesn't implode. The clouds don't rain guilt confetti. Nobody bursts into tears. Huh. So that's what boundaries feel like, kind of anticlimactic. Mutual love is calm on purpose. It's predictable on purpose. Mutuality means you offer tea, they offer biscuits. You're sad, they sit with you instead of making it about their childhood hamster. You help, they help. No one is performing. No one is auditioning. It's a team. Croco doesn't ghost, doesn't vanish, doesn't change their swamp location and leave a mysterious leaf trail. Croco just pauses. No check-in texts. No soothing follow-ups. No emoji translations. They let the silence hang out like a confused dragonfly. Croco sits still. Waters the plants. Eats a snack shaped like a fish. Peaceful. Suspiciously peaceful. Meanwhile, Nibbles the squirrel, fully spiraling. Wait, where's Croco? Did I miss something? Was not enough punctuation? When you stop smoothing everything over, you finally get to see what the other person actually brings to the table, besides missed texts and chaotic snack energy. Maybe Nibbles leans in with care. Hey, are you okay? That's promising. Maybe Nibbles leans in with mild panic. OMG, are we fighting? That's data. And if Nibbles doesn't lean in at all, that's Croco's cue to eat another fish-shaped cracker and move forward gracefully. The swamp breeze feels fresher. Croco doesn't need to chase clarity anymore, because when someone truly values you, they notice the silence, and they choose to meet you in it. Now picture this. It's a chilly evening in the swamp. Croco's sitting beside Nibbles at their usual log, and Nibbles says, "Ugh, I feel kinda off today." Croco, as usual, unzips their jacket and drapes it over Nibbles. This has happened before, many times. Croco's jacket is basically in permanent use. Stretched thin, patched up, smelling faintly of resilience and swamp peppermint. But the thing is, Nibbles never asks, "Are you cold?" They never say, "Hey, do you need the jacket back?" They never think, "Maybe I should bring my own one day." And that's when Croco blinks, because something clicks. Croco's claws gently touch the zipper. They look at it, and they wrap it around themselves. Because Croco's cold too, and offering warmth while freezing has officially lost its charm. It's one thing to help. It's another to become the go-to heating system while Nibbles lounges in fuzzy socks. Croco realizes this isn't kindness anymore. It's imbalance. In real connection, care is mutual. It's someone noticing when you look quieter. It's remembering your strange marshmallow preferences. It's asking how you're actually doing, not waiting for a dramatic crocodile meltdown. And when two creatures bring jackets to the relationship, even weirdly patched ones, neither has to shiver in silence. So Croco stops. Stops handing out comfort like free samples. They take a walk. The swamp breeze is crisp, the snacks crunchy. Their phone buzzes. A message from Nibbles. "Hey, you okay?" Croco types back. "KK, not a wall, not a warning, just Croco being Croco, with boundaries and snacks." If someone wants warmth, they'll bring some too. And if they don't, well, the swamp's big. Someone out there's got a jacket with your name on it. Croco's not chasing anymore. They're receiving. And the vibe? Finally balanced. Hey, Nibbles, if you've been living your best receiver life, lounging on the lily pad while someone else rows the emotional canoe, just take a second. Ask yourself, do I give when it's inconvenient? Or only when silence threatens to expose me? You're not evil. You're just slightly comfort optimized. A little spongy. But hey, growth is hot. So maybe next time, instead of disappearing until you need emotional CPR, you show up just cause, no crisis, no chaos, just care. Because love that always drains one end of the hose Eventually, the water runs out, and all you're left with is damp regret and a very tired crocodile. Don't ghost us now. Hit subscribe, tap like, and binge a few more videos. It keeps this new channel alive.